Can you hear me? Am I coming through all right? Can you hear me from the internet? Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me okay? Can you hear me? We can hear. Excellent. Thank you, Gillian. Hello, Gillian, by the way. Hello, Sari, Teresa, Luna's mum, Sharon, allegedly Cindy, darling. Hello, Lily, Tracy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live stream. Letitia, hello. Hello, Stephanie, Lizzie, darling. ML is here. Waco. Rachel loves elephants. Paula, how are you doing, girl? I hope everyone's good. Sari's good. Lucy. Claire, hello. Lottie, hello, darling. Justin, how are you doing? Sue. Screen freeze. That is better, gay. Yeah, this is better. Everything's better. Hey, Casey, Rosie, Afida. Hello, Mr. Northy. Mr. Northy just walked past. Hello, Jan. How are you doing, love? Thank you so much, Letitia. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You're sweet. It's very sweet of you. Kath, 5:30 a.m. in Cairns. Oh my goodness. That's way early. Hiya, Josie. Hello, Vicky. Oh, now I don't know how long I'll be on for. I've got throat. I've got ice pads tethered to my buttocks. So we shall see. We shall see. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Heidi. I will tell him when he walks past through, Lottie. I will let him know you're saying hi. It's 3:30 in Perth. Is Mickey Tinker here? Mickey Tinker, you sneaked past me saying hello. Oh, thank you, allegedly, love. Thank you, darling. That's so sweet of you guys. You don't have to, but it's very kind of you. Thank you. I can't believe Mickey Tinker sneaked on in and I didn't see her. Usually there's a warning light goes off. Oh. So the lads are standing outside the turret room door. We've got Merlin and Mr. Northy. And he's saying hello with his hands. He's waving. Hi, Hi, Justin, darling. Hello, Silver. You'll have to let me know. You'll have to let us know who got the gifted membership, because it doesn't pop up. You got it. In fact, you're not a member of the channel. You know, no, you're not. Yeah.
Don't even think I'm subscribed, to be honest.
You what? He is subscribed. Just ignore him. Yes, everyone's saying hello, but he doesn't deserve it today, does he? Rachel loves elephants. Thanks for the membership. Yeah, I'm going to be doing more member stuff now that I can actually sit for more than 5 nanoseconds. So we're going to get into it. We're going to have a look, if you want to, and see about this Harry with the Spencer stuff. Yeah. Now, the cards did say that there was going to be some drama with regarding Harry trying to triangulate himself again with his mother's memory. Oh, is Yorkshire girl here? Yorkshire lass, hello. Drusilla, hello. Heidi, hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I hope he's doing okay, Lucy. Man, cancer's a horrible thing. I hate it. I wish him nothing but the best. Nothing but the best for you. You're going to lurk, Josie. You've got a cake in the oven. Okay, let's do this. Let us start with this whole Harry and the Spencer stuff. What does he think? We'll start off by saying what he is, how he is responding to the news, and we might be able to figure out exactly what happened from there on in. So, are you ready, ladies? Are we ready? We'll have a look at how the Spencer, what Spencer. Oh, we've got 7 ones in reverse. I'll tell you what, I'll put that on because it was flipped upside down. Let's have a look. Let's see what comes on out. How he feels about it all. The world is in reverse. The world is in reverse. There is some big endings happening for the hairless one. There's some big things, tumultuous endings happening for him right now. He may be fixated on ending certain things. Now, that can be quite extreme. It can be the most extremist thing you can do. Or there's a potential there that he is thinking of ending an association with the royals. Okay, that makes sense, but we'll see what's crossing over. The 6 of Wands, it's his pride, and it's in the upright. He wants the pride. He is torn between. He thinks he's got a choice. He is torn between burning the remaining bridges between him and the royal family. I think they're all burnt. I think they're completely burnt, to be honest. One of the things he's obsessed about is having some clout and winning. The 6 of Wands. He wants the clout. Now, the only way he's going to get military patronages is if he is connected to the royal family. So this is a bugbear there with regarding his military services. 4 of Wands is in reverse above. And the 9 of Wands is him going over boundaries. So he feels this story's either been leaked by somebody who's not a fan of Harry, really, because there's a boundary. Now, he's either gone over Earl Spencer's boundaries, or he's saying that somebody's went over his. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse above. And that 4 of Wands in reverse on the above side shows that there's an unstable situation, an unhappy foundation. It's a no-goer. It's no-goer. Even if he changed his name to Spencer, it wouldn't work. And there's the Chariot in reverse there, leaving the situation. Now, this Chariot relates to sun sign Cancer. William is sun sign Cancer. So this is an obvious ploy to get at William. Thank you so much, Justin. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, Twin Star. Hello, everyone coming in the chat. There's his father. There's the king. This is William. It's got William all over it. There's William again. Oh, there we go. He's up to something with all of this stuff. We have got the King of Cups in reverse here. Now, Earl Spencer is, I'm sure he's Taurus, so he would come out as the King of Pentacles, or he'd come out as the Hierophant. But we have the King of Cups here. Now, William's already came out once. William's coming out again here because William is Cancerian, so water signs here. So I feel like with William, when it comes to William, it's all about William. He's trying to do this to get under William's skin. What's surrounding Harry is he is out of the rich, wealthy, protected circles that he used to frequent in. He's now into what would be looked at by older aristocratic families as new money. That's the set he's mixing with. That's the difference. But he's craving, with that 6 of Wands crossing over, he's craving for that tradition. He wants the pomp, he wants the ceremony. But he is really on the outside here. What we have got here is the 7 of Wands. He is expecting somebody else to sacrifice something for his gain. So he wants Earl. I really think this is what he wants out of all of this. He wants Earl Spencer to let him use the surname Spencer for his gain. And I don't just think it's about changing names, because anyone can change their name. I think it's something more about Earl Spencer recognizing that he is Diana's true and rightful heir. There's something like that. Something like that going on with this. That's 7 of Wands there. He's sneaky. He's trying to do something. And there's the devil. There's Megan at the end. And here we have the devil coming on in. Control, anger, manipulation, deceit, trying to play games with people's minds. The Emperor there, he's going to try and have a go at his father. He's going to keep trying to have a go at his father. Always. Like, did you notice this week when he was over on the state opening of the Canadian Parliament, King Charles, and then Harry was over in CHYNA of a private jet for something or other? It's like, yeah, mate, we know, we can see, we know. I particularly like this devil card in this deck because it also, it's got books on fire, and there's books on fire around it. That means that there is no knowledge there. There is no room for nuance with this kind of energy. He just wants to dominate and he wants to control. She wants Lilibet to have the Spencer name. Shall we check in on Megan before we do Earl Spencer? I'm not a fan of his. I must admit, I don't like the guy. I've never liked the guy. The first time I think I came across him as a human being who watches the telly and was at Diana's funeral. And I remember thinking, yeah, there's a time and a place, dude. Okay. So that will make sense. Let's have a look, see where Megsy is with. He wants it. He wants it to own William. But the only thing that's holding him back from it is he still has a pipe dream that he's going to get his military patronages back. Have you all got used to the crowns that are like attached to the live chat thing? It's quite cool, isn't it? I was like, I didn't even know that was happening until yesterday. Christine, he gives off bad energy. He does. The much married Earl Spencer. Let's have a look and see what Megan thinks of the Spencer surname. Justice is in reverse. This is her way of getting back and correcting the wrongs that she thinks have been done to her. It's either that or there's a Libra involved around here somewhere. But it's more like that. And the 9 of Cups is in reverse. NFI. Not invited. What have they not been invited to? There's been a lot, hasn't there? There's the actual Time 100 actual awards, or being in the Time 100. I don't know, was it the Emmys, the Grammys, the Oscars, the Met Gala, the BAFTAs, everything. You get points for step points, stickers, and super chats. Do you? That's really cool. That 9 of Cups crossing over. Not invited. If they're going to try pulling a stunt, it's going to be around either William's birthday or Troop in the Colour. There's a get back. I don't know what else is happening. I don't know if there's any more going on. The 3 of Wands, working with somebody abroad, and the King of Swords is in reverse there underneath. This is some dumb strategies here. Some really dumb strategies. This is manipulative. Manipulative. There's the King of Pentacles in reverse. There's Harry or Earl Spencer. Let's just get it clarified to see which one it is. Who is this? Harry or Earl Spencer? Harry or Earl Spencer? Harry or Earl Spencer? Prince of Swords. I think it's Harry. Then she's trying to look at different angles as to how she can save herself. Because humanitarian jam didn't work, did it? Like that would ever work. See what's on her mind about this. Okay, she wants to take it. She wants Diana's legacy. She really wants Diana's legacy here. We've got the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. She really, really wants Diana's legacy. She wants to take something that doesn't necessarily belong to her or she doesn't earn. The 7 of Cups is in reverse. Prepare for gaslighting, puff pieces, and nonsense. I think we've got another podcast coming out with Tina Knowles, which is Beyonce Knowles' mum. So there's going to be something with that as well. We have here a King of Wands in reverse surrounding her. Now, there's either a fire sign man that is really going to pee her off, or this is her going to be overly aggressive and assertive, laying it on too thick. Now, when I say somebody's creatively overly aggressive or assertive, look at how over-egged the whole wholesomeness as ever was. It looked so fake. And they've gone so far to be some kind of sweetly wholesome that it actually put people off the dinner. It didn't do it. She thought it was going to save her, but it made her look even worse. It made her look manipulative and maladapted and all those kind of things. That King of Swords in reverse underneath, there is a level of criminality here. What's she worried about? There's a Strength card in reverse. And what's her main concern? William. William is all over this. They are using Earl Spencer, to try and get at William. End of. Be all and end all. William is their biggest problem. William is their biggest problem. If I had to a tarot card for husband, it would be the King of Cut Your Own Nose Off to Spite Your Face. Actually, I'm going to make my own tarot deck, like just for me. But I was going to. I will add that to the list. Apparently, Harry was upset. Diana's sisters couldn't see how much his wife was like Diana in his eyes. He must be absolutely, honestly, he's insane to think. He didn't know her really. I mean, he was a bairn when she died. I mean, you don't really, you know your parents, but you don't know your parents' parents until you get a little bit older. Like, you know what I mean? So basically what Harry was saying is she's mothering him. The King of Cups is in reverse there. That's William. Both of them have this mighty obsession with the better looking brother, with the more human brother. Now I've mixed 2 decks in together, so we'll see what happens here. I thought, why not? 2 different decks. Let's see what it comes up with. Let's do Earl Spencer. She's just got such a for William. She's basically his wet nurse. Yeah, definitely. She's something nurse, isn't she? Let's have a look at Earl Spencer. Earl Spencer is a Taurus. 9 of Cups is in reverse. NFI. Okay, so he's not comfortable with the whole Harry and Meghan thing. They're not invited to something. I wonder what they're not invited to. I wonder if is he getting married again? Is he getting married again? I wonder if he's planning on getting married again. What is this, 40th time lucky? I mean, there's no shade in it or anything, but bloomin' hell, that guy's had been married more than I've had hot dinners. Well, it's quite a feat, isn't it? You want to call her Rachel? I don't blame you. Yeah, he is supposed to be getting married. I wonder if they're not getting invited. I wonder if that's why there's been the leak. Ooh. Page of Swords. What did I just say? I wonder if that's why there's been a leak. Page of Swords in reverse. Internet gossip. Princess of Swords is there. Page of Swords there. I really feel like Meghan's released this to the press because there's an event that he's aware and they're aware of. Now, it could be connected to the royals, it might not, but the Markles are NFI to this event. Okay, he feels like he's been betrayed. That conversation did take place. It wasn't exactly how it is being portrayed in the press, though. Something else is happening. Somebody has forced this secret out, and he is feeling with the 10 of Swords that there's a betrayal here. Megsy has leaked this to the press. No matter what the press say, Megsy's leaked this to the press. I think Megsy's just screwed over Earl Spencer. Now, the Page of Pentacles there was they tried to sell him it all about their children. Now, the Page of Pentacles can relate to physically as a person. The Page of Pentacles can relate to a child who's meant to be an earth sign. Now, Aldi is meant to be a Taurian. I think he's on the cusp with Aries myself. I think when he was unboxed, popped out, mega elections may carry, or whatever you want to say. But that Page of Pentacles, I think they were talking about Archie. I think they were talking about Archibald. There's the King of Wands there as well. The King of Wands there, both of them. Maybe that King of Wands of Meghan, maybe Earl Spencer's going to do an interview. Or maybe he's going to get frustrated by the markling of the Markles. What's on his mind is the Strength card. So this is either a Leo. He knows Meghan's done him over, man. I don't know what star sign his new missus is. Or this could be just him thinking, how am I going to show a united front with my family? Because his family is very disjointed, to be fair. He's estranged from most of his kids. I think he didn't attend either of his daughter's weddings. I don't think he's seen his grandchild through one of his daughters. It's very, very complicated. The Judgment card is in reverse. So he thinks a lot of people have got a lot wrong end of the stick about something. There's the Emperor in reverse. There's the King. And there's the Knight of Swords. he was aware of Charles. He's aware of King Charles in all of this. And it's, now to be fair, I don't think Earl Spencer and King Charles are best buds. Let's put that mildly. But I do feel like with the Emperor in reverse here, that he is acutely aware of all of the noise and problems that this could cause. The Spencer name. Now, he could be hoping, he could have just been part of this conversation and realized like it might go too far. I mean, as a father himself, how would he cope if his children just dropped his family name and took up the different name? That Knight of Swords in reverse. There might be some issues around security with him. I know there's just been a fire, and it, like you guys said on last night's live stream, it looked like it was arson. But there is an element of security here with him as well. I can see this man with this energy on the table. I can see him. He's going to get into a confrontation with somebody, either in the media or on like a podcast or something, because you've got the King of Wands and you have the Knight of Swords there. So that's quite a lot of noise with both of them in reverse. There's something coming in the public domain, and it's not going to put him in a nicer light, if you know what I mean. And that's aside from all of this that is going on. I think they've definitely talked about it. I think he wanted to keep it secret though, but it's been forced out. Very much so. Very much so forced out. Let me have a look and see. Put these cards away and then we'll move on to how the royals reacted to this. Because that should be interesting. See what the royals are doing with this. Okay. Let me just give these ones a bit of a swirl. And then we're going to have a look and see what Harry did in CHYNA. If you want to, if you're up for it. Okay, William, you're on. Let's have a go, mate. Let's see. What do you think of your younger brother deciding he wants to change his name to Spencer? Did you know anything about us? Tell us what. Let's the cards. Tell us what you know. And then we'll move on to His Majesty, the King. Come on, William. You've came up in the cards time and time again. They're obsessed with you. The Knight of Swords is in reverse. Okay, so this Knight of Swords in reverse, William's quite angry about this. Like, frustrated, angry. Like, he wants to have an action. He wants to do something very quick. Luckily, somebody's putting the brakes on it, because sometimes the Knight of Swords' energy can be quite rash. And what's crossing over is the Moon in reverse. Oh, he knows he doesn't like getting lied to. He knows. He thinks there's some serious, almost criminal activities going on. with his brother. And the name. And there's more than that as well. That Knight of Swords and that Moon in reverse, both in reverse. Not a good combination. This is quite messy. William is very aware that there is some further things going on. Underneath, though, he just wants to move on. He just wants to heal. He just wants to get on with his life. You've got the Star there. The Three of Swords. He knew about this before it hit the press. He's known about this for a while. He knew about this before it hit the press. The Eight of Wands above is the noise surrounding this story because it has been in quite a lot of the press and it's been retweeted a lot. So he's aware that it's like an attention grab piece. William just wants to get on with his life and heal. And he's going to kind of like try and rise above it. So I feel like he wants to act, but there is this part of him that is just calm down. Now, this could be Sophie giving him a bit of advice as well, you know, because Sophie is an Aquarius. But that Three of Wands, Three of Swords there, I would say that this has actually hurt him. What's coming up? The Hermit. Okay. There's the Star again as well. Okay. We have got the Hermit here for William. Now, this could be Harry. Harry is a Virgo. This may well be somebody else who's a Virgo. This could be William taking some really good advice from somebody and going his own way with this. I think one of the things with both, because there's two stars in this deck, I feel like with the Star card to come out twice for William, is he's learning to not let stuff like this from his stupid brother bother him. He's kind of surpassing that. The Queen of Pentacles is in reverse around him. This could be Catherine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with their relationship. I really doubt there's anything wrong with the relationship, but this could be the damage that the Markles did to Catherine while she was ill with their bot forms. That's what I mean. I don't want anyone misconstruing that, but I feel like that could be the damage that the Markles did to Catherine with their bot forms, with all of the Kate-spiracy guff. If you were on this channel back in 2024 January, I was going out like the day after the announcement Catherine was off. I was going to, this is going to go out, and it did, and it was just like sugars, man, and grifters, to be fair. But that Queen of Pentacles in reverse, nah, man. The Seven of Wands, what he wants to avoid, he just doesn't want it. He doesn't want to play the game. And then there's a Hermit as well twice. We've got the Star twice and the Hermit twice. William is going his own way with all of this, guys. With all of it. I think he's loyal to the king, don't get me wrong. But William is just like, I'm going to get my counsel, which whatever a wise man is for him. Maybe he's going within. Maybe he's working through it himself. Maybe he's asking the right experts, whatever. But he is finding his own way with his relationship with his brother. Now, the Virgo can mean Harry, but what came out in Harry's cards would suggest to me that this isn't Harry. William is just going to keep going, and he is going to be the wise man in this whole situation. I think it's something in him has realized that he is going to be the one who has to deal with most of this. I really think he is really going to have to do that. So he is all right. I feel like with that with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse surrounding. Now that could be a different earth sign woman, but for me, sitting here, I think he's still very acutely aware of what happened in 2024 with all of the bot forms on Catherine. He did get his own solicitors, yeah. I think he's very much become his own man in a way. Right, how did the king react to all of this? We have got the 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so the king has felt trapped for a little while with something with Harry. He's felt a little bit kind of like restricted by it, but not anymore. There's a freedom here that the king can move. Okay. And then we have the Strength card in reverse. And then we have the Lovers in reverse. And we have the Devil in reverse. Okay, so the Strength card, that's Megan. The Lovers in reverse, that's a Gemini. There is no healing here. There is only division. So the king is very aware it's only division. I think the king is a little bit behind William with processing what's gone on, to be honest with you. I think William's kind of more getting to a place where he's healed, the relationship's healed for him. He's just like, he's been able to let it go. For the king, I feel like he's still very aware. He's spitting feathers about it. The Lovers in reverse above, though, I feel like this divide, this thing is never going to be healed, and he's just completely realizing that. He thinks a lot of this is Megan's fault, which is fair enough. And there's a corruption here as well. There's not being able to take on board what you're being told. The Ace of Stones is the Ace of Pentacles. He just thinks this is a money-making scheme. There's a Chariot. In this deck, that card would relate to William as the major arcana, and that's the Queen of Elfame, which relates to the the Mother card. So that would very much be Harry's mother talking about this, Diana. He knows Harry is trying to do this to upset William. He knows. And it's just beyond him how Harry can do this. And I think this is why the king is so upset with these cards. Five of Trees and the Seven of Swords. Okay. When we come to how the rest of the king feels, is the Five of Trees, it's Five of Wands in reverse. The king is just like, I'm sick of this drama. He's sick of the noise. He's sick of the moaning, sick of the mule. It's just like, he just doesn't understand it. I mean, I understand that. He's come from a place where it's just basically keep calm and carry on. It's never complain, never explain, and all that kind of stuff. So he just, this is an anathema to him. He just does not understand. The Seven of Swords there. This is taking something that isn't yours and trying to own it, and taking something that you don't deserve. It is that kind of manipulation. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the security services were very much on top of like all of Harry's shenanigans now, especially with his trip to China. All right, Karma, darling. So yeah. The whole of the king's reign is overshadowed by the bright sun. Yeah, the last years of Her Majesty's life as well, Queen Elizabeth's life, were ruined by the beige people of California. And there's only 2 beige people in California. Well, there's probably more, but you know, those 2 ones. The Ace of Stones, though, the Ace of Pentacles is in reverse. Harry is going to have some money problems. I mean, cash flow problems. He's not going to have a good start with anything at all. Hello, spirit animal. You're late. You're all right, love. I called it elderly abuse. It is. That's exactly what it is. Like, I don't get it. If there's anything ever like happens to me or happens and it's something that my mom might worry about, I don't even tell my mom. And she'll guess eventually that something's not quite right because but I try not to tell her because I don't want her to worry. But what they did to the Queen, and I wouldn't do that to my mom, and I certainly wouldn't have done that to my grandma when she was alive in her 90s, you know. So I just don't get why they used to phone the Queen up. It's just, what are you doing? You're an adult. They're just so annoying. I think as well, you know, people will be like, oh, he's going to get his energy back and all that. I really think he's getting his energy back now in real time. We just want it all across all of the front pages and everything like that. But I think he lives a very miserable life. He's cut off from everything that he used to know and love. He's cut off from his military patronages. He's cut off from the status. He's not automatically granted an applause when he walks into the room. People don't have to bow to him. You know, so that is going to grate on him a bit because he's vain. And he's married to somebody who hates him, basically. And she hated him before they got married. Let's put it that way. She just love-bombed him into getting the status. Macy can't stand when Princess Charlotte is compared to Queen Elizabeth II. She so wants to compare little Betty to Diana. Yeah. I wonder if we're going to get little Betty's birthday this week coming, innit? Is it the 4th? Or is it next month? I can't remember. No, she's a Gemini, isn't she? Allegedly. Didn't know Cabbage Patch Dolls could have star signs. But here we are. My mum would ring me if something was wrong without me telling her. She's been got, oh, I know, Rosie. It's they know something's wrong, but you're like, no, everything's fine. Don't worry. Has anyone watched by Royal Appointment with Neil Sean, especially last night about Harry's wife, who was very interested, tried to get every member of the royal family. Yeah, she's yeah, lovely woman. The 4th, is it, Sharon? The 4th is my birthday. Happy birthday to you. Meg elections may carry. Okay, let us do you want to do Harry in China? I phrased that wrong. Do you want me to read on Harry in China? This is part of Harry's karma being ignored, not bound to, and certainly not being addressed as His Royal Highness. The rest of the karma is that, and more folks in power are catching on to Harry. Yeah. Sankita, I think because the royal family is ignoring him, that's why it's coming out as they want a reaction. Yeah. Oh, we've got some Geminis in chat. Oh, bless you, Sari. 3rd is mine. They've got a lot of Geminis. Didn't realize there's in that much danger. I love the Geminis. I do love Geminis. Harry in China. I like Geminis, actually. I like all air signs. I'm a big air sign fan. Happy birthday, Twin Star. Can we have some cakes and some trifles in the chat for Twin Star? Happy birthday to you, darling. China. Harry in China. Do you think he was going for a Temu stacking job? Do you think he was going to try and get a job at Temu? You think he was over there to pick up Megsy's box of tipping hair extensions? Let's have a look and see where we're at with Harry and CHYNA. Oh, the Three of Swords is in reverse. Oh, there's a little bit of wounding. A little bit of embarrassment in there. Oh dear, oh dear. Who's this Queen of Swords then? Strategy. There's a woman in here. A woman crossing over him. How long was he in CHYNA for? Was it an overnight? It had to have been an overnighter. Right, the Queen of Swords is in reverse. So he's either getting some really bad business advice or really bad contracts, and there's a feminine energy with this. So there's a female around this whole trip that's revolving around strategy, but there's a corruption there. There's already corruption in here, and we're not too far in. The Page of Wands is there, and the Four of Cups. So the Page of Wands is in reverse above. So this whole CHYNA trip was a bit of a look at me, I'm a global statesman and stuff. Meh. He was like saying, oh, you can open Canadian Parliament. I could go to China in my private jet and talk about climate change. So no, he wanted attention. He wanted attention for this. And it's actually not hit the way he's wanted it to. He's feeling very sulky and very unreceptive about what's gone on in CHYNA. There's some narcissistic wound in there as well. Interesting. He also felt stuck as well, the Eight of Swords. He feels very trapped. Okay, that is interesting, because trapped with this whole CHYNA. Why? And there's the Three of Swords. Somebody in reverse as well. Somebody's got him by his short and curlies with something to do with what's gone on in CHYNA, you know. Like I said, there'll be something about CHYNA. It'll be his undoing, and it will be, because we've got the Tower in reverse here coming up for him. I don't know who, what, why, or where precisely with Harry. But there's something gone on with this business dealing and his associates in CHYNA that is going to come back out and bite him on the arse. He didn't want to be there. He felt roped into it. Is there something to do with narcissistic wounding that he couldn't get out of doing this? Now, the cards for a while was saying he was traveling and he didn't want to travel. And there's the Empress in reverse. Mummy. And there's the Hermit in reverse. Somebody's upset him while he's been in CHYNA because they've only wanted to talk about his mother. Something's happened in relation to his mother in CHYNA, and he's annoyed at it. He's really annoyed at it. The Hermit in reverse surrounding him. This is his own actions, his own stupidity. He doesn't learn. He doesn't have any good people around him giving him good advice. The Nine of Wands is in reverse. Oh. And the Strength card is in reverse. Oh, he's going to regret chat. I thought we were going to get some tea when that Queen of Swords in reverse popped over. I thought, oh, you naughty boy. But no, it's worse than that. He almost feels like he's trapped by it. CHYNA only interested in him because of his mother. That is really interesting, guys. Let's see what he got up extracurricular while he was out of the country. Let's use our sassy cards. Did he do anything? Anyone? Anywhere? Anyhow? Nausea, okay. Not a bit out of sickness. Nothing that he wants Megxie to find out about. I bet he's got a burner phone, you know. I bet he's got a spare phone he hides from other people, meaning Meghan. I bet he's got that now. Because these cards don't want us to look. He doesn't want it to look. He doesn't want us to look into that. That he's got this little extra phone all of a sudden. He is paranoid. God. He is like very, very paranoid about everything that is going on with him. Really, really paranoid. He is paranoid to the hilt of what's going on. He might have had an extra phone. He might have felt like CHYNA was spying on him because my mom was Diana or something like that. But there's something he is like, he was mega, like if anything happens to him in CHYNA, you know, anything comes out like didn't land right, he's going to blame the British media. He's going to blame the British press. I'm sorry if I'm going really fast, guys. I'm just trying to get everything in before the pain meds wear out. Well, before I have to take another dose, and then I'll be off to La La Land. Let me just try do one more read. Do you want me to have a look at Meghan and Meghan and Meghan and As Ever? I told you that was going to fail. Well, the cards told you it was going to fail. Told you it was going to be an absolute. And she's like, oh yeah, we've got season 8 of With Love, Meghan on Netflix and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, but Harry, the deal's changed though, hasn't it? No, we're doing it, no. Okay, I saw that Megxie is meant to be love bombing Jennifer Aniston. Right, okay, so Jennifer Aniston is an Aquarius, Megxie is a Leo. The opposite sides of the zodiac are Aquarius and Leo. Everyone's got an opposite in the zodiac. Megxie is opposite is Aquarius. Now, she might love Aquarius, but it's never going to work out. It's not, isn't it? She might vibe, but they're never going to be tight, you know? Never going to be completely tight, especially in a real world relationship. Like, yeah, it's just not going to happen, man. So let us have a look at As Ever, and then we'll go straight into Aniston. So what's Meghan doing with As Ever? As Sniffer? As Never? Travelers missing money, might be. Queen of Pentacles is in reverse. Okay, so she's blaming. She's either blaming her mother, Doris, who is a Virgo, so she would come out as Queen of Pentacles, for As Sniffer, As Never failing. Or she's blaming, which is probably more likely, the beautiful, the gorgeous, Her Royal Highness Catherine, Princess of Wales, basically because Catherine is more popular than her. That's why everything Meghan does fails, because somebody else is more popular than her. What's crossing over is the Hanged Man in reverse. Why it didn't work? Well, she doesn't do any self-sacrifice. She doesn't push herself. She expects everybody to do everything for her. And the big one here with the Hanged Man in reverse is she never learns. This is a big thing with Megxie. She never learns. It's one of her big downfalls. She thinks she knows it all, and she's ready to listen to no one. The 8 of Cups is in reverse there. So she's tried it. she's having to walk away. She doesn't want to walk away from merching stuff, but she wants to do something more with adding children in. I think she's been doing something on Instagram. Not that I follow her. I'm not on Instagram. I got looked at my. Look, I'm not on Instagram, but she's been putting out all of these posts with a little bit of oldie, a little bit of Lidl, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and she's testing the interactions. Right? This is what she's doing, guys. She's testing the interactions to measure engagement. And then she can turn around and say, well, we've got to unbox the Cabbage Patch Kids for this promo thing because people are interested in them. That's the Sun in reverse. I get more clicks when I put the kids on Harry. We'll sell more stuff when I put the unbox the kids Harry. So that's, I feel like that's what's going on there. She's been testing that. The Ace of Wands is in reverse. The next thing is doomed to fail, as ever is doomed to fail. She hasn't got a creative bone in her body. That's why everything is greige. We are going to see her doing her best Catherine impression, jumping around in the garden, showing off, waving a moon bump around. Hopefully no moon bumps, but she is going to be banging on about kids more. She wants to be seen as being like Catherine. She wants to be seen as being accomplished. Expect the next thing from her, business-wise, monetary-wise, to be very much more of the same. Basically, it's her wishing wholesome. It's her trying to emulate Catherine badly. The King of Pentacles is in reverse here because I just wanted to clarify a card. So around that time, you're going to notice that Harry is going to be in the picture, but it's almost like diminished, you know? We've got two things here. What is on her mind when it comes to her business? She's been forced to do something, and the Hierophant in reverse, that's the monarchy. She's got to move away from the royal branding. So the whole squirrely Beigeiera River Orchard Abattoir, whatever the hell it was called, to Ass Sniffer, there's something else. She's going to step away from all of that stuff. There's something further, and there's something she's been forced to do. I wonder if there's something with trademarks and stuff. That's interesting. The 10 of Wands. Oh, lordy, lordy. Oh, she's really worried about that. I think in the next few years, she's going to turn around and say, oh, the Beigeiera Abattoir thing had to go because of the royals. And then she's going to say that As Ever had to go because, or the jam had to go because of the royals. She's going to blame it on everyone else, yeah? The 9 of Pentacles is in reverse here. And that 9 of Pentacles in reverse is basically what she's scared of. She's scared of not. She wants to be Catherine so badly. She wants to be this educated, refined, funny, down-to-earth, beautiful woman that everyone gravitates to. And she's scared that people don't believe she's that. People haven't believed you were that, Megan, since, I don't know, most people, 2016, 2017, 2018, definitely 2021, there was a large change of opinion. And ever since then, it's just been getting less and less. The people who are thinking that the sun shines out of your buttocks, the 5 of Cups is there. She's going to regret messing with her brands too much. She's messed with a lot of her brands, a lot of her brands. Spirit Animal, I was saying she was going to end up in QVC in 2019. Girl, I don't like to brag, but yeah, I was saying Megan QVC Markle way back in the day, and the Netflix stuff. I mean, Craig's right. To be fair, I'm not dismissing them, but I'm just saying, you know us, tarot readers and psychics on YouTube. It's like, I said it first. There's like a fight. I'm not that bothered, but you know, it's just like, I predicted it first. No, I predicted it. No, I predicted it. No, I definitely predicted that. I think it's funny, to be honest. I really do. It's so funny. Anyway, sorry. I just find that amuses me. That's why I don't watch it. I predicted it first. Ooh. No, I am the seer of Delphi. No, I am the seer of Delphi. No, I am the seer of Delphi. Anyway. Oh, calm down. Let's have a look at Jennifer Aniston and Megsy. Let's have a look from Megsy's perspective. Is Megsy going to be besties with Jennifer? Is she going to go to Central Perk? I don't think they have Central Perk in a Montecito Perk. Jan, you're an hour late. It's all right. I forgive you. I forgive you. Let's have a look and see. Let's have a look. Megan, is this just puff pieces? Is she really love bombing Jennifer? Ace of Swords is in reverse. Oh, she hasn't got good intentions for Jennifer. She wants her. She wants to be friends. She's playing some mind games, though that Ace of Swords isn't good. What's crossing over her image? Right. Has Jennifer Aniston got a new movie or a new series coming out? Because this is manipulation. This is manipulation 101. She wants to link her name with Jennifer Aniston, so when Jennifer Aniston is searched for, her name comes up higher in the algorithm. That is interesting. Maybe she wants Jennifer to say, "Oh, look, me and Megsy are friends," and basically for Megsy to. Didn't Prince William have a crush on Jennifer Aniston back in the 90s? Can anyone remember? Jennifer Aniston is moving to Montecito and neighbours with Meghan. Oh, poor woman. I'm sure that was a thing, you know. I'm sure it was. One of them had a crush on Jennifer Aniston. Or was it Scary? Or was it Ginger Spice? I can't remember. Jennifer Aniston's been linked to Obama. Cindy Crawford. Well, there we go. I knew he had a crush on someone. Can't remember which one. Oh, the Hierophant underneath there. Four of Swords. Hollywood really haven't taken a liking to this woman, have they? I think if Meghan turns up with a lemon basket, it's not going to be a warm welcome, you know. Hiya, I brought you some, you know, a Cabbage Patch doll, some bitter lemons, some runny slime jam, and half a baggie of weed from H, and it's slam. It's just so wholesome that somebody with a wonderful haircut lives in our neighborhood. So yeah, she's door slam bang. The Hierophant in reverse. She's not got anything stable on. Yeah, she's too smart to be markled. I mean, she's had one somebody highly manipulative and destructive in her life once, you know. I think she doesn't need another one. I'm not passing any judgment on Jennifer Aniston. I'm just Jennifer Aniston. Or what's she called? Beautiful lady, mad though. What's she called? Angelina Jolie. Oh, she's feeling sorry for herself. She's really feeling on the outside with Hollywood, and she's scared of losing control. Okay. Ooh, she wants William. always with the William, always with the King of Cups in reverse. It's always a William. There's always a William. Because Hollywood knows grifters when they see one. They do spirit animal. They really do. She's angry though. She's frustrated. She wants her name up in the lights. She's with. I feel like Aniston regards to Meghan. Meghan's energy around Aniston. She wants to associate her name with her to get her name into the kind of like into the heady lights and like, oh, we can be besties and like drive around Monty shit show together with my lemon presidential car thing. I mean, I don't even think the president of the United States has that much security. Didn't Harry's wife want to be like Angela at one point? Yeah, she did. Angela Jolie did this photo shoot, yeah, and she was sitting on a stool and she'd like had her hair in her hat, and it's like this iconic photo and she looks very beautiful. And Megsie wore the exact same clothes and did the exact same pose, and it was just like energy, absolutely energy. I wonder if Jamie King Lima is hiding out somewhere with her disastrous podcast. Somebody said she looked like a sausage, you know, and it's not very nice, but she does look like a sausage. And I'm saying that I look like a potato, but Jamie Linky does look like a sausage. I don't know who said it, but every time I just see her now, I just think sausage. I don't know what she was at It Cosmetics. They used to sell It Cosmetics on QVC, you know. I'm sure they still do. I only know this because my mother was addicted to QVC. Oh. How does Jennifer Aniston feel about having her name associated with the beige one? Here we go. Page of Swords. She just thinks it's gossip. She just thinks it's hot air. She just thinks it's people chattering on and making much of a much. The Five of Pentacles, what's crossing over her? She knows Megsie wants in, though. She's aware that Megsie wants in. She's aware Megsie wants a friend. She wants to root into Hollywood. The Sun. Oh, she doesn't like Meghan. Strength in reverse underneath. She doesn't vibe with Meghan. Now, she's going to keep it very friendly, very nice, very la 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 on the surface. This is my new life. This is my new home. This is like, I'm just doing some great things in my life, la la la. Living a new chapter of her life, whatever. But she doesn't like Meghan underneath. Something, watch out for Midsummer as well. She really doesn't like Meghan, guys. No siree. And there's the Ace of Swords. Notice that Megsie started with the Ace of Swords in reverse. And here coming up for Miss Aniston is the Ace of Swords in the upright. Okay. She's a bit stressed about something. I suppose a move is stressful, yeah? And the Five of Wands. I think she realizes that in a way that if you get involved with any markly stuff, it's always going to be there's always going to be quite a lot of drama, you know? I think she might be stressed because of the move, though. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, she's not going to link up with Megsie. She's going to do her own thing. She doesn't like her. That Strength card is in reverse. That Moon there, though, there is a level of insanity that she thinks is going on. The Ace of Swords upright. There is a potential contract, though, in this. Is that going to be Megsie? There's the Nine of Cups. And there's the Three of Cups. So there is going to be a party somewhere. They are both going to go to a similar party. And there is going to be gossip with the Three of Cups. But it's not all going to be about Meghan. Meghan might just be there, but they put that out there. There is going to be a party in the next few months that both of them will attend. But that doesn't mean that. But she's contractually meant to be there for some reason. The Nine of Pentacles, she will go her own way, though. So I've got an hour and 10 minutes. And my voice is going, I'm not used to talking so much now. I haven't spoken properly for like 2 weeks. I've just been mute. Somebody switched the sound back on. What? Mr. Norley said, weren't Megsy and Jennifer in a movie together? Mean Bosses, Horrible Bosses. Was it Horrible Bosses 1 or Horrible Bosses 2? Because there was Horrible Bosses 1 and Horrible Bosses 2, and I forget which one Jennifer Aniston was in. Let's have a look. Horrible Bosses. Ooh. Yeah, she was in Horrible Bosses. She was in Horrible Bosses 1. She was like the delivery girl at the start. Apparently, at Blink and you miss it, she goes, how can you sign for this? And the guy goes, yeah. And she's like, flick her, gee, thanks. And that's it. That's about the size of it. Yeah. Jennifer Aniston's an Aquarian. She's not going to want to put all of her shebang out. And it's fire sign energy, that putting everything out there about yourself, you know? Very fire sign energy. That's very Megan. Not all fire signs are like that, but you know, usually when they are, turns out they're a fire sign. Thank you all very much for being here. I appreciate you hanging out with me, and Merlin and Mr. Northey and my ice packs and all of that kind of stuff. I will be back for some more readings and stuff this week. I don't know if I might just doing lives because I haven't seen you guys for so long, and then you'll get sick of me and I'll just go recorded readings for a bit. So thank you all so much for being here. I will hopefully catch you all tomorrow and then a recorded reading or a live. Enjoy the rest of your days, whatever you're up to. Lots of love to everyone and have a good Sunday, guys. Take care, everyone. Bye, guys. Night. Bye. Bye, guys.